Good day everyone, this is Kit Salas again, and for this video I'm going to tackle the chapter 2, which is the Philippine Constitution. For our learning objectives, first, identify key constitutional provisions related to tourism and travel. Second, enumerate the rights of travelers and stakeholders in tourism, travel, and hospitality industry. Third, conduct organized industry research. The law. The Constitution is defined as the original and fundamental principles of law by which a system of government is created and according to which a country is governed. It is the fundamental law of the land to which all other laws must conform. It is a written instrument by which the fundamental powers of the government are established, limited, and defined, and by which those powers are distributed among several departments for their safe and useful exercise for the benefits of the polity. Bill of Rights, Article 3, Section 1 protects life, liberty, and property with due process and ensures equal protection of the law. Discussion of the law, the life includes a right to a decent living. Liberty allows individuals to freely work, earn, and enter lawful contracts. Property encompasses anything of the monetary value, including livelihoods. Due process guarantees fairness in legal proceeding and the opportunity to defend oneself. The application of the law, extradition cases require adherence to due process, but certain stages, evaluation of an extradition request may not necessitate notification for the accused. Privacy of communication. Section 3. The privacy of communication and the correspondence shall be inviolable except upon lawful order of the court, or when public safety or order is otherwise prescribed by law. Discussion of the Law, Republic Act No. 4200, Anti-Wiretapping Law. Wiretaps are allowed only for the specific crimes. Treason, rebellion, evidence obtained illegally is inadmissible. Example, wiretapping in a hotel drug operation was deemed illegal as drug crimes are not covered under the anti-wiretapping law. Freedom of speech and press. Section 4. No law shall be passed abridging the freedom of speech, of expression, or of the press, or the right of people peaceably to assemble and petition the government for redress of grievances. Contracts are enforceable unless they violate laws or public policy. Police power allows the government to prioritize public welfare over contractual obligations. National Economy and Patrimony, Article 12, Section 10, the Congress shall, upon recommendation of the Economic and Planning Agency, when the national interest dictates, treat to citizens of the Philippines or to the corporations or associations at least 60% of whose capital is owned by such citizens, or such higher percentage as Congress may prescribe certain areas of investment. In the grant of rights, privileges, and concessions covering the national economy and patrimony, the state shall give preference to qualified Filipinos. The state shall regulate and exercise authority over foreign investments within jurisdiction and the accordance with its national goals and priorities. Discussion of the law, the provision allowing the nationalization of certain businesses covering the national economy and patrimony has not been considered a new doctrine. In the case of the Ichung vs. Hernandez, number L7995-101 Philippine 115, May 31, 1957, plantation business may be done without violating the Equal Protection Causes Law. The patrimony of the nation that should be conserved and developed refers not only our rich natural resources, but also the cultural heritage of our race. It also refers to our intelligence in arts, sciences, and letters. Therefore, we should develop not only our lands, forests, mines, and other natural resources, but also the mental ability or faculty of our people. Law, foreign participation in public utilities and professional practice. Section 11. No franchise certificate or any other form of authorization for the operation of the public utility shall be granted except to citizens of the Philippines, or to corporations or associations organized under the laws of the Philippines, or at least 60% of whose capital is owned by such citizen. Nor shall such franchise certificate or authorization be inclusive in character or for a longer period than 50 years. Neither shall any such franchise or right be granted except under the condition that it shall be subject to amendment, alteration, or repeal by the Congress when the common good so requires. The states shall encourage equity participation in public utilities by the general public. The participation of foreign investors in a public utility enterprise shall be limited body of any government to their proportionate share in the capital, and all executive and managing officers of such corporations or associations must be citizens of the Philippines. Application cases, public utility cases, Grand Air, the Civil Aeronautics Board, CAB, can issue a certificate of public convenience to grant airfare for transportation services even without legislative franchise based on the authority under Public Act 776. Professional practice case, hotel CEO Mr. John Tan can hire a foreigner as a chief executive officer for his hotel if no qualified Filipino is available, provided the foreign obtains or necessary works permits. However, for legal matters, he must hire a Filipino as foreigners are not allowed to practice law in the Philippines. And that would be all for the chapter 2. We will see you next on the chapter 3. See you guys and thank you for listening. I hope you learned something about what I have discussed earlier. Thank you and God bless us all.